Mary Wooldridge, the Minister for Mental Health, Women's Affairs and Community Services. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks very much, Lynette, and it's fantastic to be with you today. And can I say, Bo, that was a fantastic job. It's always a bit nervous getting up in front of an audience, and you did a great job and really sent the message, as Lynette said, that about why we're here. I'd also like to recognise and acknowledge and pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land we meet on today, who have loved and nurtured this land for many hundreds of generations. It's a very... also, in recognising country, I want to say I've never heard Julian's story before about the Yarra. And I'm certainly going to take the opportunity to understand a bit more about that story, because I think that's a wonderful story, but a wonderful way to keep it in the forefront of my mind. And I know I won't go down by the Yarra again without thinking about that. And I think that stories are often what capture people's imagination in terms of how we remember things and how we relate to things. And I think in that context as well, we had the Robin Clark Awards last night, and there again we heard the stories of people who are doing exceptional work across the child protection sphere. And the ones that stood out for me from that were also the foster carer stories as well. And we had an award for Aboriginal carer, but we also had a new award for a carer of Aboriginal children. We had and a number of other, so I think in total 5 foster carers and their families were recognised. And they were the stories that everyone was talking about at the end of the night. The incredible relationship that foster carers had with the children that they cared for, and still do, and that connection and what they were seeking and what they were looking for in that role in terms of making a contribution to that child's life. And often what they said is all that they wanted is for those children young people to have the opportunities, and that it would be lovely if they stay in touch. And that connection of just a very giving, very generous commitment that they make, I think was incredibly powerful. So it's fantastic to be here today as we're in the midst of Child Protection Week, when we're focusing on the great things that happen in child protection and the work that's done that makes an incredible contribution, to launch the Rainbow Hair for Foster Care campaign. And it's great to see so many people with colours in their hair. I've squirreled a few away for some quiet moments. I'm not sure whether the public face of it, maybe Cabinet on Monday might be. I'll see how I go, see if I can get any colleagues to join in. But with 112 community events right across the whole state, we know that it's a very prominent symbol to reinforce the campaign, and will generate many discussions for those not directly involved to say, well, you know, why are you wearing it and what does it all mean? And that's I think it's an absolutely great idea. So congratulations to the centre, and also thanks to Berry Street for hosting today's activities. Foster carers, as Lynette said, are so crucial to our child protection system. And one of the themes of Child Protection Week this year is that everyone has a part to play. And I think that one of our priorities is opening up child protection and family services to not being a narrow DHS community sector challenge, but it's a challenge for all of us. It's a challenge for all government departments, the universal services, who often have been more hesitant to get engaged and think that, you know, DHS and the community sector are looking after it, and the broader community as well, in terms of working out how they can play a role in supporting young people who are vulnerable, often and generally through no fault of their own. So currently we have about 1,700 households who are providing foster care, but we do desperately need more. When you see the increases and the numbers, this is a campaign that's so crucial to have success. And one of the challenges, I think, is not just raising awareness, but of those 450 inquiries, our translation from those who express interest to actually committing to do it is low, and there's lots of hurdles, and we've got to have lots of hurdles, but we've got to make that process as easy as possible while having the right controls around it. And then we also have to make sure that we have a system that can keep people in, that when they become foster carers, they maintain that role into the future. because we lose people all along the way. And I think they're the challenges. We've got to bring people in the door, but we've got to maintain them as well. And some of the work that's happening, and I know lots of you have had input, is thinking about how we can do all of those steps more effectively. And one of the things that really struck me from last night's awards is the people who do it. They have absolutely special qualities and have huge hearts, but they're regular people who think that they can make a difference. And I think that's the thing, one of the messages we need to get across is this is about you and me and us and everyone out there to think about taking on this role in terms of doing it and getting the support to be able to do it effectively. And I think it also is great to, every now and again, that we do say thank you, that we do recognise it, that we do celebrate the roles that we play. Now, a couple of things I just want to take the opportunity to mention here today, and it's great that one of the things I'm very pleased that we will be providing some additional funding through Foster Care Victoria, the Foster Care Association Victoria, and Karen's always great and always got the full team here, to enhance telephone helpline services and provide a membership officer to better reach foster carers in rural parts of Victoria. So trying to take some further steps in that regard. One of the other things I'm very pleased to announce today is that we're going to have a new funding partnership with Care With Me, an innovative Victorian Muslim foster care program. Because one of the challenges, of course, is making sure that with our foster carers that we can improve and enhance the cultural appropriateness in relation to those foster care placements. So the partnership between the Centre for Excellence, the Office of the Child Safety Commissioner, Berry Street, Anglicare, MacKillop and Care With Me will actually undertake a 6-month project to explore the cultural and religious engagement of children in out-of-home care. And it's, we're very interested to give this a go and see what is possible in relation to that area. So, whole of September, Foster Care Month. Opportunity for us all to spread the word about the fantastic work that's being done and how it's important that we need more foster carers in our system to make that difference. So wearing the rainbow hair for foster care is a really fun and colourful way to highlight its importance, but in the fun and sort of capturing attention aspects of it, we also need to just take the opportunity to say thank you to everyone for the incredible work that you do, both in your community sectors, in the departmental, and for the foster carers and kinship carers for the work that you're providing that makes a real difference to vulnerable children and to families right across the whole state. So I'm delighted to officially launch the 2011 Rainbow Hair for Foster Care campaign. Look forward to seeing lots of great media and profile being raised, and very much looking forward to participating in cutting the very fun rainbow cake to also be part of this launch. Thanks very much.